Today we are going to be talking about Frame Music Girl, Hatsune Miku from Kotobukiya. Now, let's go and take a look at this box. Let's see, here's your gimmicks. You have the front view, back view, gimmick, and you have your accessories. And then this is what the box says. It's a sample photo unpainted kit. Kind of looks the same as the painted kit, but I don't know. What's the difference between that one and that one besides the photo quality? I think it looks like crap on that one. But we'll go do a full review later on. So this is the bottom of the box. Down here it says FG59. If you don't know what that means, it stands for Frame Girl 59, which means this is 59 in the series. Then the retail price is right here for 5,800 yen. On this side of the box, you have different faces. So you have a slightly smiling face looking off to the right. You have another smiling face looking off to the left, and then you have the face of her either singing or whatever the heck she's doing. You do get other sets of water slide decals for the eyes. These are water slide decals for the little tiny computers that are in her arm. There's the 01 aspect that you would put on the sleeves. And then there's the Frame Music Girl logo. And then you have a bunch of warning stickers basically stating that you will not wanting to give this to a 3-year-old child because they could possibly choke on it. Why you would be giving this to a 3-year-old child, I have no idea. Normally, you would have it where, on Bandai kits, they would have it where there would be the retail price on there, but it's not there because this is not a Bandai kit. This is a Kotobukiya kit. So there's your retail price. There's your Frame Girl in 59, top of the box, and then we already did the side of the box. So let's open the box and toss that on the side and dump the runners. Crap. We'll get to that in a minute. Now, this is the manual. And it shows... We don't need that. I'm not going to use that because I don't live in Japan. If anyone actually wonders what this actually is, it is if you have it where you lose a part and or missing a part or break a part, you can order a new part. But technically it says for Japan use only. So if you live in Japan, great for you. But anyone else, anywhere else, you're screwed. So kind of just disregard this thing. Anyways, back to the manual. Now, this is what she looks like with her face, or the high-pitched screaming that she usually does, along with, looks like speakers hanging off her hips. She has her microphone, a stand to hold her up, and then her little speakers in the bottom. There's the picture art on the box again. Here's a runner listing. Doesn't look like there's any X's, which is good, which means this is an all-new tooling for this kit. Let's see, nothing used from the original Frame Music Girl series. Some more stuff, and then some construction. I mean, if you've built a model kit, you kind of know how to put a kit together. Some very interesting details on how things are supposed to be assembled. Let's see, her all blown up. Hopefully that won't happen after you put the model kit together, but we'll see. Another side view, back view. See, there's the decals for the inside of her arms, for the little kind of computers that are on there. This is showing how to assemble the speakers. You can make one big speaker, or you can have 2 small speakers. The microphone stand, and the fact that you can switch out the heads from other Kotobukiya kits, Frame Arms Girls, and Chaos and Pretty. Don't know what that one is, but I'm pretty sure that's just another line that Kotobukiya has for their girl lines. I know they have the Megumi device and everything like that. So there's the back of the manual, nice Frame Music Girl logo, along with the actual Hatsune Miku logo. character Vocaloid Series 01. I wonder if they're actually going to be making any other Vocaloid characters for the Frame Arms Girl, or just the fact that Hatsune Miku is the most popular Vocaloid character, so therefore they probably won't do any other ones. But anyways, let's take a look at some of these lovely little packages that we got inside here. Here is the water slide decals. Again, there's the eyes, there's the little tiny nomenclatures for her inside her arm, which are actually not that badly detailed. I mean, you're never going to see them because they're going to be hidden behind plastic. But anyways, so there's your 01 that you put on her arm, which she's so known for. There's the Frame Arm Music Girl logo. I don't know where you would put those on her, probably just on some random things like maybe the little speakers or the stand or something like that. But anyways, so let's get back to it. Here's the stand. Looks like some joints. What is the red for? Oh, those are for her ear cups. Let's see, some clear pieces. Don't know what those are for. These, I think, could go on her arms. I think these are where the decals will go underneath, and then these will go over the top of it, kind of give it that look of it being an actual, like, computer instead of, you know, just a random sticker on the top of her arm. I am assuming these are also for the speakers, I guess, if you want them to be, like, kind of floating. A bunch of hands. So you've got your closed fists, your open hands, your jazz hands, because everyone loves jazz hands, especially if you're a big fan of Hatsune Miku. Then you've got your holding hands, so I guess if she's holding the microphone. And then you've got your holding / pointing hands, so I guess if you want to give her a look of pointing up to the crowd and calling on some otaku that's out there and wishing them the best of luck. Anyways, moving on. Some painted detail parts. So what's nice about Kotobukiya kits is that they do have it where they sometimes do pre-paint some stuff for you, so that way you don't have to. That's one thing that's nice about Kotobukiya versus Bandai. So all the little teal that's on her skirt is already pre-painted, and you don't have to worry about trying to match that color to what the actual color guide is. Now here are his pre-painted faces. So you have the straight-on smiling face, you have the smiling face that's looking off to the left, then the face. So if you want to do that iconic Hatsune Miku scream pose, where she sings in The World Is Mine, I think it is. And then there's the back part of her skirt. That's also pre-painted. Some other runners, censor that out. That is the underwear, but actually we're not PG-13, so we don't really care. Anyways, so it looks like some parts for the actual body and other parts. And that is going to be the speakers, and I think that might be one of the stands. I don't know. We'll get more detail about these later. So more runner parts for others. So it looks like knee joints, some other aspects for floating speakers. I think that's what those are supposed to be for. Some flesh tone parts. Looks like for like the thighs and the hips and some other points. And we have the legs and arms, possibly. I think it's just legs. Oh, there's the arms. Okay, so there's the arms, and then the iconic Hatsune Miku double pigtails, along with that iconic teal hair color. And I'm going to rip these bags open so we can get a little bit of closer detail into which one these runners are for. Knife time. All right. Let's cut some of these bags open real quick. And toss these runners off to the side. Get rid of the bags. All part of building a model, having so much fun cutting open each individual bag and pulling the runners out. So, let's see. Pull that out. Cut that off. Pull the last one out. I'm not going to be pulling out the individual parts, these little tiny ones that are inside here, because, well, I guess I could pull that one out, but really, it's the ear cups and some joints, shoulder joints, and probably some wrist joints. Really don't need to be pulling those out. These ones, same thing. We kind of already saw what they were. We're not going to go really too much detail on those. And then decals, I'm not pulling those out until I need them. Same with like the skirting, because if I pull all each individual little skirts out, then I'm going to forget which one's which. And then I'm not going to be able to do the kit review because I'll be sitting there for hours trying to figure out where everything goes. So we're just going to leave those in the bag for right now. Especially it's nice to leave like the detail, the extra faces in the bag. You kind of just pick a face that you want, and then later on if you want to change it up you can. Same with the hands. The hands I definitely leave in the bag because they are very tiny little parts and I kind of don't want to lose them. I mean, I can show you how I cut open the bags to keep the hands in there. Usually what I'll do is I'll cut a little slit like that, and then whichever hand I decide that I want to use, maybe I should get a sharper knife because that didn't work. Try it again. There we go. Look, there's a hand. There's the pointing finger. She's pointing at you guys. So we'll just leave the hands in there for right now. But anyways, knife time over. Go back in your sheath. And it is time to look at the runners. So let me set that up. Okay, runner time. Here is runner A. Where's that A? Where's that A? There it is. Look at that. So runner A, this is the hair. So there's the iconic pigtail. Some nice detail in the hair. Pretty sure there's going to be some seam lines you're going to have to remove, especially in the pigtails, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's going to be a seam line. And then there's the seam line all along down here. Easy way to get rid of those seam lines. I mean, there's two ways you could do it. You could actually have it where you cut up the old runner, mix it in some acetone, basically make it putty, and then you just run it down along the seam line and then have it where you kind of sand it off, and then you can color match it perfectly and you don't have to worry about trying to paint it. But if you're painting, it doesn't really matter. So there's some bang parts, looks like some shoulder joints, some more wrist joints. Have no idea what that is. Probably part of the tie? I don't know. We'll figure that one out later. So that one can go over there. That's the A runner. Let's look at the B runner. Hey, I got that one prepared right quick. So, this is from what I've built from Kotobukiya kits. Especially it says nice that it says the L and the R. These are for the top of the legs, about the knee joint and just right below the thigh. Some foot or shoes. There's her shoes, so that would be her toes. Some speakers. I'm assuming it's for the floating speakers. And then some other points. There's the microphone, which I've never really seen a teal microphone, so we'll probably be painting that one in silver. Looks like parts for the thighs? No, those are the wrist cuffs for the little tiny sleeves that she has. There's her iconic tie, and I think this is a bottom part of the stand for the microphone. Here's this weird little gimmicky thingy. I think that's part of the back unit that goes on her hips. So anyways, ditch that one off to the side. And here's the C runner. Hey, I'm getting better at this. C runner. So flesh tone parts that are going to be for the actual flesh. So you've got your thighs. I have no idea what this part is. I'm assuming it's part of her stomach, maybe? I don't know. We'll find out later. Her shoulders. Let's see. Neck joint. I have no idea what that is. Ball joints, probably for the shoulders. And then some other various joints. We'll find out later. Alright. Then we have the E runner. We completely skip D and we go straight to E. We have the top part of her shirt. Some more parts for there. Her bust. Her collar. Her underwear. And then let's see. I think that's part of her shoulder armor, possibly? No, that's not shoulder armor. What is that? There's the other part of the microphone. Weird. I only saw that one part for the shoulder. For the 01. Oh, I guess there is only one part. So this is the where the 01 logo is going to go on for her left arm. Yes, left arm. Okay. And then we have runner F. Well, let's put that away so people can read that. There we go. And this is the iconic little square thingies that are on the tip of her pigtails. Some arms. I see. Some more random stuff that we'll find out later what goes to. There's her microphone for her headset. And then some more awesome little details for other random things. So we get rid of that one, and then we move on to runner G. Skipping some runners here. Anyways, some parts for her legs, her top of her shoes, and then some other things. I'm assuming this is part of a microphone stand and also the stand that holds her up. Her little tiny units that go on her side of her hips. Here's the, this would be the top portion of the microphone stand that kind of just holds the actual stand up. And then some more detail parts. This looks like for the thighs. Here's a shin. And then some more random mechanical detail parts. Yeah, all in all, I actually say the detail on this stuff is actually really good. Especially on like parts like this where there's a lot of detail in there. I mean, not like ungodly amount of detail, but I mean just enough that actually looks fairly mechanical and definitely gives that you know, virtual pop idol singer look. So we'll get more details about that kind of stuff later. I do know that those are supposed to be painted teal, so if you want those to actually look very accurate to the original box art, you'll have to paint that yourself. So you'll probably have to go through and either A, try to mix up your own color, or find the actual Hatsune Miku teal. Last is Runner H. Runner H is the little tiny, I guess, quadcopter, but not quadcopter, it's a single rotor for the speakers. So you have your individual speakers. Here, I would say, is your wrist or your elbow joint, your knee joints, and then some other joints. And then these are the little tiny speakers that have a little mechanical leg base that you can have where it can either stand or it could sit there and float in the air. I think that's what those clear green rods that we saw earlier. And you also get 2 of these runners, so that way you have 2 of everything. Well, obviously you need 2 of everything because you're not going to be able to get 1 knee joint out of there. You're going to have 2 knee joints, and then you can have your 4 speakers, and you either combine them together and have one massive tower of speakers, or you have 2 individual sets of speakers. So anyways, that's it for that. We are going to do a quick build. I will film that in time lapse and hopefully have it where this kit will be done, and then we can do a full-on kit review. Pull that away a little bit while we're revealing some other kits that we might be doing reviews on. But anyways, This was Just Another Modeler. My name is Mike, and I hope to see you guys next time in the next kit review that we will possibly do. First things first, we're going to finish the Hatsune Miku. We're going to do a quick time-lapse build, and then after that we will do a full-on kit review, which will cover articulation, accessories, and various other things that this little kit will come with. Again, this is Just Another Modeler. Please, if you like the video, hit like, subscribe, bell notification, all the normal YouTube stuff, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.